Hi everybody! I'm Cass and welcome to my YouTube channel called SCC Children's Crafts by Cass. This channel is all on little kids' Bible stories while I use props to tell the story, and Christian children's crafts between the ages of 0 to 12 years old, along with a little chat on the topic of the day from the Bible story and a prayer for you guys at the end of each video. I would also like to invite all of you to our church called Shaganappy Community Church. It is here in Calgary, Alberta at Barbara Mitchell Center, and our lovely pastor, who is also an officer, named Connie Crystal, leads us every Sunday for it from the times between 2 to 4 p.m. Either we meet in Jacob's Well for it, although right now times may vary, sometimes due to COVID restrictions, so we are on Zoom sometimes because of that. So today's craft we're doing looks like this. On Jesus Heals is going to be the craft, the story, and topic of the day. And we have a special guest as well. And the craft and the topic of the day and everything is for ages 5+ today. Okay. So let's get started. First, let's introduce you guys to the puppet. I have a special guest. His name is Socky The Sock. Here he comes. I'm leaving, so. Oh, hello, folks. Hi, kids. How's it going today? Today, we are going to be talking about how Jesus heals. He heals you, he heals me, and he heals everybody. See how my eyes are taped on? That's because they fell off before. Jesus healed me through Cass as she taped my eyes back on. See? Oh. And she taped my hair on too with tape using feathers. See, I'm just a Christmas sock, eh? But I really hope you guys enjoy this video and that you may learn something about how Jesus heals you. Because he heals us. All right? Okay, it was nice meeting you all. Making eye contact now. And I'll see you guys hopefully maybe some other time. All right. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed Socky the Sock. Yeah, he's pretty cool. So anyway, let's get to it. All right. The story today is called Jesus Heals. Okay. Jesus heals. What a friend we have in Jesus. From Matthew 9, verse 20-22, Mark 5, verse 25-34, Luke 8, verse 43-48. All right. Everywhere Jesus went, there were crowds of people. Some people came to hear him teach. Some needed his help. One woman in the crowd wanted Jesus to make her well. She thought, if I could just get close enough to touch his clothes, I'm sure I would get well. She pushed through the crowd until she got close to Jesus. She then stretched out her hand and touched the edge of his coat. Oh! As soon as she touched him, she was well. Jesus asked, "Who touched my hand?" The woman then thanked Jesus for making her well. "Thank you so much, Jesus. I feel much better now. Thank you for healing me. You are amazing." So you see, Jesus can heal everyone. He made a sick woman well. And when I am sick, I too will ask Jesus to help me. The end. All right. What did you guys think of that story? Please comment below, or like your mom and dad could comment below on what you thought, or if maybe you have a similar experience, except maybe you've seen Jesus. I don't know. Maybe you haven't seen Jesus but felt his presence in the moment when you pray to him and you ask him for help. Okay? All right, so here's the craft, like I showed you before. Okay, it's on Jesus' heels. You will need 1 large orange construction paper, 1 larger, I guess regular sizes, a blue construction paper. And you know what? This can be any color construction paper at home, mom and dad, or caregiver if you're listening. It could be red, it could be pink, it could be purple. Like, it doesn't have to be the colors that I chose, okay? Also, you need 1 pair of child-friendly scissors. Please, parental vision and guidance for this craft, please, and for the video. 1 large or medium or small-sized glue sticks. I'm using Elmer's. 1 pencil or 1 washable black felt marker. And 2 Band-Aids at home. Now, I have 2 different colored Band-Aids, so you can use whatever Band-Aids you want. You know, Ninja Turtles, Hello Kitty, regular, I don't care. Just have fun. That's what this is all about, as I mentioned in like all the other videos. So let's begin. So the first thing that we're going to do is, so I've got my construction paper. Perfect. So we're going to draw out or sketch out or draw out a large heart using our construction paper, our orange one that we have right here. So let's do this all together. And if you have something that you want to trace at home, like an old box of heart-shaped chocolates, let's say that you might have saved in the scrap bin from Valentine's Day or something that you could do fun and crafty, you can always use that and just trace it around if you want perfection. But like I said, this is your craft. Have fun, be creative, be yourself, be messy, and let's just start. All right. Oh, wow. So this is the heart that I did. It's a large heart. Okay. We're going to get our child-friendly scissors and we are going to cut it out together carefully. Mom and Dad, I ask if you can cut it out for your children or guide them while they do it. I know that you can get special scissors. So there's child-friendly ones, children's ones, but I think that there is also children's scissors that you can buy even at Walmart where the child just does this and squeezes it. I think it's red usually and it just goes round for kindergartners or 4-year-olds, kindergartners, and 6-year-olds when they're practicing to use these scissors. But, however, they may be skilled, already know how to use them. But let's begin. So here's my large heart that I cut out. Okay, remember, scrap bin, kids, or recycling bin at home. Then I'm going to take my blue construction paper and we're going to sketch out carefully a smaller heart shape to go and be pasted on inside this large heart. Okay. Okay. So this is what mine looks like. Okay, I'm going to get scissors and we're going to start cutting away. Make sure you're cutting away from your hand. Okay. Scrap bin. Look at all the extra room for other crafts. Okay, this is my small heart. So now I'm going to take my big orange heart and I'm going to paste my small heart inside, and it should look like that using my glue stick. So I'm going to flip this smaller blue heart and get my glue stick and start gluing the back of that. Okay. Oh. Here's my large heart, and pasting that right in like that there with my glue stick. So it should look like this. Okay. Alrighty. And then in the middle of my blue heart, I'm gonna take my 2 Band-Aids and I'm just gonna open one up. In the middle of the heart, do that. And take my other Band-Aid. So we're gonna make like a kind of like a cross with our Band-Aids representing the church. Okay. So then we're going to put this one on top of this one, like this, like that. Aha! And looks like representing a church hospital. So here's that is done, the Band-Aids. Then I'm going to take my garbage from the Band-Aids, carefully put it in my hand, and put it in the garbage. Make sure you always clean up after yourself while you're doing your craft, and especially after your craft or playing with toys. So yeah, it should look like this. So now I'm going to take my black washable felt marker. You can use a pencil or crayons, whatever you have at home, whatever you want to do. And I'd advise to get mom and dad to help you with this, or they could assist you with this. But on the top, I'm going to write Jesus here and then heals here. Okay? So like that. Jesus heals. Okay? So together doing this craft, I wonder if you guys can parents leaving comments down below or any ideas from anyone on on what kind of things that you think that Jesus heals that I might leave out today, if there's any other ideas on what kind of things that he heals us with. So I'm going to put down boo-boos. So I'm going to write boo-boos right here. And mom and dad can help you with this stuff. Okay? So boo-boos, like an owie when you fall down and scrape your knee. Jesus heals that. Even if we don't see his work on healing, he totally heals us. I'm going to put a sad face, dot, dot, and a little tear. So crying, sadness, right? I'm going to put anger. I'm going to write anger here. He heals anger. What about sickness? I'm going to put sickness down here. Okay. What about loneliness? I'll put loneliness down here. And what about emotional wounds? So not just boo-boos, scrapes on your knee, but if somebody hurts your feelings, or you're being bullied at school, like somebody's name calling you, or just hurt your feelings in general, or even at home there's a misunderstanding, you know, like somebody might have hurt your feelings, called you a name by accident or on purpose, and it hurts and you cry because it hurt your feelings. Jesus also heals that too. So I'm also going to write emotional wounds. Okay. Alrighty. So, and just a couple other faces like angry or sick or sad. Okay, so this is my Jesus Heals heart craft. Jesus Heals. So we got anger, sickness, loneliness, boo-boos, and emotional wounds. Okay. And sadness. I just drew an emoji, a sad face while crying because, yeah, Jesus heals that. Okay, so this is the craft. Okay. Remember to clean up your mess after your craft, okay? Mom and dad or your caregiver can also help you with that. So now a little chat on Jesus Heals. So I'd love to hear the comments below on what you thought of the craft. First of all, like mom and dad, caregivers at home. Also, like in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, I would say so talking about Jesus Heals, what I mean by that, kids, is when you fall down, let's say you fall down a pile of stairs and it's cement, and you scrape your knee and it starts bleeding. Okay, who do you reach out to? Usually your mom or your dad or both, or your nanny or your grandma or whoever is taking care of you. Okay, that's who you reach out to because they're your caregivers through Jesus. Okay, and they will help heal you through Jesus. Right? They'll put a Band-Aid on it to stop the bleeding. Maybe use a little bit of polysporin to stop the pain and help it heal faster. Or sometimes they need to put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on the wound, right? A little bit to kill the germs, and then a little polysporin, and then a Band-Aid to help heal it, stop the bleeding. And then a few days later or a day later, you take the Band-Aid off, and it naturally heals through Jesus. Now, sometimes those wounds might be deeper and more intense than other times the scrape would be. So sometimes you might need to seek out medical attention through a doctor. So sometimes you might need to ask your mom and dad, or your caregiver might say, we need to go to the hospital. You might need stitches to heal the wound that you got a scrape on, or a bad wound. Or you might need to just go to the doctor and see if there's an infection, right? That's all through Jesus, natural ways of actually caretaking you, okay? Another thing could be, if you like another example is you're running around, as kids do, we all do, and you run into the wall and there's a sharp part of the wall, and you go bonk right on the head, and you got like a scrape or a wound right here. Again, you reach out to whoever's taking care of you, and they help take care of it for you, but as well through Jesus. But other things that you can do besides reaching out to your caregivers, what do you think that would be? Because I would say that you could always pray to Jesus, right? Always pray to Jesus, anytime, anywhere, about anything. Even alone in your room with the door shut, even praying to him in your head. It doesn't have to be out loud, but in your head. He's always listening. Okay, he wants a relationship with you guys. He wants you to talk to him and open up to him so he can help you, love you more, even more, because he wants that relationship, and he can heal you, okay, and get you on that good path in your life. So I suggest that. Also, kids, other things that Jesus heals, like I said, is emotional wounds, right? A kid in your class might say, you're fat, or you're ugly, or that's terrible, that's really bad work, I would never do that, that's really, really bad. Or, your shoes have holes in them, I don't like it. Or some mean name like that, right? Because, kids, can be like that, and sometimes, and just, it's the way it is growing up, right? And when you're really little, right? And so, and that hurts our feelings when we get called a name at school or from whoever. It could be like, maybe your teacher said something that hurt your feelings, but it wasn't meant to be mean, but it also can't, sometimes it was meant to be mean, right? So, but it hurts, and you cry, and your feelings are hurt. Or you go home and you cry, and you might tell your parents or whoever's taking care of you about what happened that day that hurt your feelings. You can also do that too, right? So telling your loved ones, people who take care of you and who you actually trust, what happened to you that day. Talk to them about who called you a name or what happened that made your feelings get hurt, and that is just yucky feelings that made you cry or feel mad, even either mad or sad or frustrated, right? So open up to them. Talk to Jesus as well. Like I said, pray about it. Pray about what happened that day. Tell him in your prayer what happened that day, why you felt sad, mad, or frustrated, and what made you feel that way, what happened. Because Jesus will help with that, and he will heal it. Even if you don't see Jesus doing this work, he's doing it, right? Invisibly, like he's spirit. He does it without us seeing, which is like magic and beautiful and amazing. But he's working even when we don't see him work. He's healing us constantly in our lives. We just need to reach out to him and have that relationship and pray to him. Talk to God, talk to Jesus, talk to your parents about it as well. Because Jesus also puts people in our lives, like parents or people that, older adults or people or even teenagers that are healthy for us. Someone who's healthy in your life for you, who looks out for you and who guides you and who takes care of you as well and is there for you, who genuinely loves you so much. Jesus puts a certain person or people who are there for us when we're very little, even if we may not realize that at the time, it's always through Jesus' love and healing. So just remember that too, is that those certain person or people who really love you and care for you and who you really trust and who support you and guide you and care for you and everything, that's through Jesus. So just remember that too. Okay? So those are just some examples and things that Jesus heals us on, right? Especially when we're really little. When we grow up, it can be even more different things. But when we're really little, those are the things that he heals. Okay? All right. So that was it for today. I know it was kind of an intense and emotional topic of the day and story and, craft. But it was also, I feel like it was good. And especially right now with COVID going on, and even though, COVID, God, Jesus also heals us when we're sick too. Hey, like when we have a bad cold or the stomach flu, reach out to him then. I used to do that when I was little all the time. Like when I was like even 7 or 8, I had a bad stomach ache a few times and I'd go, God, please help me feel better. Please help me feel better, God. Please help me. I don't feel good. Like I'd repeat that, talking to God, or God, or you could say God, or you say Jesus. But that's what I would say. And you know what? I felt better. I was like, it's a miracle. It's because Jesus is helping you. He wants to heal you. He loves you. He wants a relationship with you. Reach out to him when you're sick, when you feel sad, angry, mad, frustrated, when you fall down and get a bad boo-boo on your knee or your elbow or like anywhere, your head, any of those things. Just reach out to Jesus, okay? He will help you and your caregivers and people who love you and that you trust, okay? So I just suggest that. But anyway, besides all that, I hope that you are all doing well and that you are staying safe and staying clean and obeying your parents. So listening to your mom and dad or your caregivers and respecting them and paying attention to when Jesus wants to reach you with certain things. So through prayer, pay attention if he's trying to say something to you or wants you to know something through prayer and just listening. Okay? So yeah. So now I'm just going to pray for you guys, and then that'll be it today. So Heavenly Father, I just pray for all the children and all the nations, Father, all over the world. For everybody, though, not just the children, the animals too. That you keep them all happy, healthy, and safe. And that you give them all your unconditional love. That you heal any wounds that they have or are experiencing right now, such as emotional wounds, sickness, loneliness, sadness, anger, frustrations, physical wounds like owies on them. Any wounds, Father, that you just heal them for all of them and make them feel better and healthy again. And that you're just always there with them, protecting them from anything bad ever happening to them as well. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like below and subscribe to my channel and comment down below. And I promise I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Thank you. We love you. Mwah. Bye.